Hi everyone, Kim here with this week's live oracle card readings. We are the dark of the moon here at the end of, or towards the end of August, the 19th of August here in the Southern Hemisphere. Welcome, welcome. How are you traveling? How are the energies for you? We have had a lot going on. Last night we had the amazing privilege of going to a private meditation healing with an Indigenous elder and shaman, and I'm still floating from it. It was quite amazing. We learned about the importance of balance from the stingray medicine, and it's really got me thinking about what does balance mean for me. And I was reflecting on this morning. Balance for me is about looking at all the different aspects of my life and ensuring that I'm, as to the best of my ability, evenly distributing my energy amongst all the things that are important to me. My partnership, my business, my own personal growth and development, each of my 3 children, each of my 3 granddaughters, my friends, and my community, and other family, and also time with me, time alone, time to do nothing at all. So it is an interesting balance, and where have the opportunity to be continually adjusting that. It's not like we just say, right, it's that way and that's how it's going to be. So how does balance look for you? What's important for you? And when you feel out of balance, what is it that you do to support yourself to to come back into balance, or to come to balance, not back into, but come to balance. So an extraordinary evening. We meditated, we visioned, Kunji played the drum and the didgeridoo, which is an incredible vibration to have played over your body. We did all of this in an amazing teepee with an open portal at the top. So still integrating it all, quite amazing. Feel very blessed and honored. And this really was a prayer I put out a few weeks ago about creating a deeper connection with Mother Earth, and this man crossed our path, and we're so grateful that he has. So how are you tracking? What's going on for you? Let me do a quick refresh of these comments so that I can see actually who's here with us. Hey, Christy Lee, how are you doing? How is life treating you at the moment? I hope you are well. So we are, as I mentioned, in the dark moon phase. We will have a new moon in about 4 days, I believe. So this is a reflection time. This is a slow down, having a look back at the season, I was going to say, which is a little bit because we are turning towards the spring, but also the last cycle, looking at our intentions. How did they pan out? How are they sitting? What adjustments, do we need to make? What did we learn from, as much from the things that we felt success in, and the things that we felt that we failed in. They're really strong words, and not words that I really want to use, but you get the idea, so that we can look at those to make those adjustments, so there's equal value, or as much value in both sides of that. Where did you feel that you overextended yourself? Where did you say yes when you really wanted to say no? That kind of thing. So the overall card for the reading today is surrender. It is a time to hand it over. If you've got a situation, which, let's face it, most of us have, things that are following through for a little while, and we've got something that plays on our mind or on our heart, and we're not sure, we haven't felt a strong enough urge to take a forward movement on it, then it's time to hand it over. And I can relate to something myself that's been, I've been tossing over what's the right action for me. And usually I don't take any action at all until I know, really I've sat with it and I know, what the best action is, what feels most aligned for me, what will serve. So it is time to hand that over. There's possibly more information that will come through, or you'll have the opportunity for a really clear understanding that will have you go, right, that is the action I need to take. So it is about surrender. So let's get on and do some individuals. So I've got, of course, Christy is here and she'd love a card. I'll just do a quick refresh, Christy. Here we go. Hi Sharon, how are you? And of course you can have a card. Julia, looks like you had an amazing celebration of you last week. So beautiful. All right, Christy, again, if you've got a particular question, hold the energy of that question. If not, what's for my highest good? What do I need to know? The path. This is a great card. On Friday, I met with a group of local women and did mini readings for them. And I tell you, the most common question that comes up, in fact, I've added it to my list of videos to do, is, am I on the right path? And then a deeper step to that is, out of all the things I offer, what are the things I'm meant to be doing now? Which is a great question. So if this is coming up for you, am I on the right path? Well, I always believe that we are on the on our purpose path, because it's our path. We need to, even if we take a side road, we learn there and we come back. But that can be a little frustrating in that response. So let's go with what's in your heart. We always actually truly know what we want. It's just that our minds can get in the way and filter that a little bit. So what does your heart desire? A great question to ask yourself is, if there were no limitations, and sometimes you've got to ask it a couple of times, if there were no limitations, so no financial, no physical, no emotional, no spiritual limitations, what would you be choosing? How would you be spending your time? And then taking the steps towards that and feeling like, yes, this is right for me. I've got the energy coming behind it. I've got the green lights. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to be busy every day, because like times like now, there are rest periods. There are times for us to catch our breath, to reset. But this is about honouring you and the path that you are walking, and you are definitely walking your connected path. If you've strayed a little bit, then bring yourself back and realign with what's important to you. So I hope that serves you. Always reach out if you need more support in a one-on-one. Alrighty, Sharon. Let's see what's happening for you. Okay, we've got gratitude. So this is a confirmation of the support and of an abundance that's going on. And this feels like ritual. This feels like, checking in with your rituals, moving into the busier time ahead. How, the more energy that's coming through, the more light that's coming through. Your day-to-day rituals. And I know we did talk about this when we met last time, but it feels like we want this to come in a little stronger. So, I've added a new component to my morning ritual, and rituals change as over time, and mine certainly have, but I've added after my yoga practice, in the morning I'm going outside barefoot on the grass, and I'm connecting in with the energies and doing some movement. So I'm allowing my body to show me what movement does it want to make, and really allowing that to happen. So, you know, what maybe could you be adding in or taking away? What feels like it's most supportive to your energies right now? Gratitude being one of them. But just checking in on those rituals. I hope that is of service to you, Sharon. Let me know if you need more information. All right, Julia. And there's 2. So I'm going to just kindly ask, thank you, 1, please, for the purpose of this conversation. 2 keeps coming, so I'm just going to go. Cards are being indecisive. Not really. They're making a point though. And there's 2 jumping, so I'm going to go with it. I don't normally, but if they jump, we need to. Okay, so here we go, side by side. We've got protection and self-love. Self-love is an inward reflection. It's a checking in, and I know that you are very good at taking good care of yourself. But this is an opportunity in this dark phase is to just check in a little more. Make sure everything that you're doing is aligned. Is there more depth for you to go to? And the protection is again in the ritual. The protection in, you know, it's like, if I can give the analogy of before I see a client, I have a ritual that I do. I mean, obviously I do my own daily work, and then prior to each client and after, I have rituals that I do. And when you see a lot of people, or you do it for a while, it can become very familiar. And the opportunity here that's being offered is checking in with what you've been doing for a while. Is that still the best for you now? There may need to be some adjustment. This is quite a subtle reading, but that's why the cards were coming together, because it's actually about self-care and protection, which is the practice, the regular practice of how you're doing that. I hope that makes sense to you. Of course, ask for further clarity if you need it. Alrighty. Oh, hello. Regina, good morning. Of course, you can have a card. Just need to check what else you've said there. Hi Vicky, nice to see you. Of course you can. Oh, Sharon's totally resonates. Lovely. Good morning, Lisa Turner. Of course you can have a card. Alright, I'll wait and see what Julia said there. And Regina, what else did you say? It's not showing it to me, so... Okay. Trust that we got it. All right, Regina, let's pull a card for you. The countdown is on. My son and his wife and 2 babies, or 2 children, 4-year-old and baby, will arrive in less than a month. So the countdown is on. We are so excited. There's so much preparation going on here. So you'll hear me speak about it a bit. So change is a coming, and change is change is being honored is what's coming through there. So have you made some change, and you're being and they're saying celebrate it. So this is to confirm that the changes and the adjustments that you've made or are making are really working for you, really in alignment for you. And they're really saying, like, it's like I'm being shown high fives. It's like they're wanting you to really understand that you're making good decisions. You're making great decisions. So to build your confidence in backing yourself, in honouring your intuition, and really, what the decisions that you are making are really very aligned for you. I hope that makes sense for you. Beautiful. All right, Vicky. Now, mentioning my family coming, I will be for this from the middle of September through till October. I will be reducing my availability. I will be available Tuesdays and Thursdays and some Saturday mornings only. So make sure that if you do want to book in, that you either do it before my family arrives or do it well enough in advance that you don't miss out on a time that works for you. All right. Let's see what's coming through for you. No, there's 2 again. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Surrender, which was the overall card. Something been looping around for you, something you've been focusing on. Really, the reading that I gave at the beginning of this feels like it's very much in alignment for you as well. So something that has been troubling you or playing on your mind or on your heart, and you haven't felt really clear about the way to move forward on it. It's asking, to hand it over, to surrender it right now. The way that I love to do that often is, okay, I've done all I feel I can do right now, so I hand it over to you, my spirit team, or to God, Goddess, whatever makes sense to you. And I give thanks for you, showing and guiding me lovingly and kindly what action I'm meant to take and when I'm meant to take that. And then we can let it go so that it's just not constantly looping in our mind, and trusting that the universe is always supporting us, and it is about timing of things, and there may be a piece of information that needs to drop in that you haven't received yet, that will help it make sense. So nothing for you to do right now other than hand it over. It's all about timing, and I hope that makes sense. All right, Lisa. Okay, change. Okay, so something shifted, and I feel like something shifted. You shared something last week that shifted for you, which is beautiful. Something shifting. So I feel with your business, we've had this conversation many times, or a few times at least, about constantly checking in, and the seasons are a great opportunity to do that. Constantly checking in with, when you offer many things, it's really great to check in, where am I being asked to put my energy right now? Because we don't want to spread ourselves too thin. Once upon a time, we'd have a whole bag of tricks, if you like, and we'd open the whole thing up and we'd offer it all out. But that's not what we're being asked, because as there's more and more light workers out there, regardless of what you do, you are a light worker because of who you're being, and it's in all of your products, that you focus on the things that you love, that bring you joy. And if there's some things that are arduous, that take a lot of time, let them go, because there'll be somebody else that wants to make a version of that. So you don't have to feel weighed down by having to do all of this work. Do the things that really make your heart sing, and that really resonate with you. And as I say, it's great to check in with this on a seasonal basis, or when you feel the urge to. So make those slight changes, those adjustments, or you may have already, and it's celebrating and honouring those changes. Let me do a refresh here. Okay, beautiful. Sharon's responding. Hi, Gail. Nice to see you. Alrighty, let's just get back up here, Lisa. Hi, Sue. Lovely to see you. Did I get there? You're welcome, Julia. Hi, Gail. Nice to see you. Absolutely. I will pull a card for you. Lisa Tinson. Hi, nice to see you. And, of course, you can have a card. Love this. Thank you, says Vicky. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's go. Gail. If you have a particular question, hold the energy of that in your heart. If not, what's for my highest good? What do you want me to know? Release. That song, I think, is it Tom Jones? Please release me, let me go. That's not the tune at all, but anyway, you get the idea. Look at the open-heartedness of it, just allowing, release, let it go. Nothing more for you to do around this right now. You will be guided into action, but that's not right now. So just let it go. What are you holding on to? And when you ask yourself that, if you close your eyes and bring your energy to your heart space and say, what is it that I'm holding on to right now that I could let go? And whatever bubbles up, that's the thing. And just say, love and light, I let you go, knowing full well that everything will be returned to you in the right time, in the right way, in the perfect vehicle that you go, right, now I understand. I mean, how many times have we had that experience? So this is about release. Let it go and set it free. And that so doing, you set yourself free as well. Beautiful. I hope that serves you, Gail. And Lisa Tinson, let's pull a card for you. Gorgeous. And we've got focus. So focus is, and if you notice there, so notice what you notice. Let me just get that so the light's not on it. So we've got lots of, you've got the full moon, meaning there that maximum light is being shone on you and your emotions, so for transformation. So we've got the butterfly at the third eye, the eyes are closed, we've got the water level there, which is all about emotions. So what is ready to be transformed? There's quite a theme here, right? And we are dark of the moon, so it's a perfect time for releasing, for reviewing the cycle. And, over the last 3 or so weeks, what has come to fruition, but what are you still holding on to? It could be a conversation that you didn't have, or something that's just still jarring you a little bit. Be quiet, go within, allow yourself to connect in with that emotion. And usually it's, if you close your eyes and you set that intention for yourself to look at what you're holding on to, what's not been fully integrated, you can use the beautiful scanning that I've shared with you before, scanning through your body to notice where there might be any tension or where your attention is drawn to, and then sit there for a moment. It's amazing what will show up and just bubble up, ready to be released. And you could be hanging on to something that somebody said that may seem quite insignificant, but for some reason it's just caught you up a little bit, and that will be because it's triggered some past wound or whatever. You don't have to overthink it, but just love and light, and allow it to be honored so that you can integrate that and therefore transformed, not the same as it was before. I hope that helps you. All right, let's go and do this. Okay. Oh, bless your heart. Release grief. Yeah, and that's a process, and grief is incredibly personal and never to be minimized and never to be underestimated when it will show itself again. So being gentle and loving as you would a dear friend, you are your dear friend, so being gentle with that. You're welcome. Lisa Turner says, hi Kim, I can't see my comment, but I would love a card, please. Okay, I did. Did you receive your reading, Lisa? Because I did do it. You might have to go back and listen to the recording. I think I've covered off on everybody. Let me do one more. Let me know, Lisa Turner, did you get that? All right, message, I hope so. All right, feels like we've come to a nice place. Is there anything I need to share? No, just reach out if you need something more. So just a reminder of the message around balance. If I bring the energy of last night through and the beautiful medicine of the stingray, it's about that balance. So I am going to put up a video about that later in the week. So if you're following my YouTube channel, you will get the notification if you've subscribed. If you don't know my YouTube channel, it is Heart and Soul Woman. But if you have trouble finding it, just let me know, and I'll pop it in the group for you. And if you need anything else at all, please let me know. Slow down where you can, have some quiet time, and if you can do it in nature, all the better. All right, lots of love, everybody, and I will see you again next week. Bye bye.